It was how you would picture it. I think you have tremendous relief on his end, and great joy among his teammates. So, they have rode this with him. They're around him every day. I think his teammates recognize how hard this has been on him, and we have a very unselfish group. We have a group of guys that want to win, and they know how hard it is to win. So, adding Allonzo gives us a big shot in the arm. So I think all of them were very receptive and excited, not only for him but for themselves. On the bus, coming back from the practice.
Coming back. So you didn't? Yeah. Did you know when you didn't know?
No. Okay. And so yeah, but the guys were really excited, and I think Allonzo was excited and tremendously relieved. It's like the weight of the world fell off of him. So now it's up to us. It's not a one-game moment. It's up to us to now build and get him ready, get our team ready. We have I almost feel like a shot of energy at a time when not a lot of other teams can feel that way. You've been at this for a while. You're about ready to head into the second half of conference play here soon. The calendar's turning to February. You as a coach guard against complacency. You worry about practices not being as crisp or as sharp as they once were. In our case, it's almost like we have a new life, and we have a different team. And obviously, there's more competition now than ever, so we have to make that to our advantage and hopefully continue to grow and improve here over the next few weeks.
So when you guys?
No, he wasn't, but again, remember, we always give him repetitions. He's always a part of, in a sense, he's always a part of the game plan. But he wasn't from the perspective of nobody knew he could play until that afternoon. It's a process that had no history, so I think, the NCAA, they did the best that they could. They were extremely fair and really had, I think, the student-athlete welfare at the forefront of a lot of things. It might not have felt that way to the outside, but they were very communicative, very direct, very cooperative, trying to hold to the standards that they need to hold these type of issues to, but also being very fair and transparent at the same time. Our university, from Dr. Hart on down, Greg Byrne, everybody, I mean, we couldn't ask for more cooperation. Again, having student-athletes' welfare at the forefront of their decisions, and putting incredible hours of time into this, just to make sure that the process was done right and that what's fair is fair. And the outcome came, and I'm looking forward to not looking back, where now it's about today forward. We've lived that past, and now it's about incorporating a student athlete into what we do. Somebody who came back after his freshman year for all the right reasons, worked as hard as any player that I've coached. I know I've used that to describe a lot of our guys, but I think you see the pattern. We had a number of players this summer really work hard. Nobody more than Allonzo. And he came back to be a better leader, to be on a better team, and to be an overall more complete player on the court himself. He hasn't had the opportunity to show those things. The leadership part he has. Every day in the locker room, practicing hard, not knowing if he could play. I think you guys saw how he would have been during games. There's a lot of kids that would have pouted or just sat quietly on the bench. I think he was the furthest thing from that. He's always been engaged, and again, it's great to see him get the opportunity now. Because there was just too many unknowns, and again, the number one here is to protect the student athlete, the privacy of a situation that was very complicated, and to not at all harm him in any way. There are no secrets. Nobody's hiding anything. It's just a matter of trying to do right by the young man. And if criticism comes on myself or somebody like Greg Byrne or our administration, we would much rather have the criticism pointed towards us than to do something that is unnecessary to potentially harm a young person.
Well, on the flip side of that, though, doesn't the fact that there's nothing being said maybe harm him, because people are suspecting all kinds of rumors, and you don't think?
No,
okay.
And I'm not going to say anything further.
No, I mean, not really. We all used to, practicing with Allonzo the whole season. During our practices, he was always there with us, and we kind of know what to expect. But when we play against, UCLA, Having Allonzo there just gave us a little additional confidence because he was there with us, in practice, but never in the game. And now when he was there at the game, we just felt more comfortable as a team. And that's it.
What was most impressive to you?
I mean, to me, I feel that he looked like he didn't miss one game. Like he was kind of right there. He delivered right away. He played a great game. He rebounded the ball well. He had a few really good assists. He scored the ball, and I think he's definitely one of the reasons why we won.
How did
Can't remember exactly, but that was after our practice before the game. We were all excited about it, and he's a great player, and the whole team is happy that he's back.
Were there ever times when guys had to pick him up, through that process? Did he get down and guys had to go and say, hey?
I think he handled it pretty well. You couldn't really tell that he was probably down a little bit, but you couldn't really tell it because the way he handled it, and that's why he played well. And he was expecting the return, every game, and he practiced hard in practice, and you couldn't really see much difference. Like I said, it felt like he was the part of our team the whole season. He felt like he didn't miss one game.